And we're back, and the market's higher. So you understand the program now, right? So the market never goes down, right? So now all you're doing, right, is just looking for the next specific algorithmic level on the upside. So if the Qs break 630, so for remember last video, first we broke 627.50. 627.50 gets you what? Get you 630. What's 630 get you? 630 gets you 632.50. What does 632.50 get you? Right, 635. And once we get to that 650 level, then we're going to start moving in 5-point increments and then 10-point increments. So if you don't think the Qs can get to 1,000, probably within, I don't know. Well, let's do math. The average day now we're going up 4, right? So that's 20 points a week, and that's its average. So at 20 points a week, right? So 20 points a week. I don't get to do the math for it. It's 100 points a month. Are we going to keep going up 100 points a month? Sure looks like it, right? But that's not the point here. For anybody that said or anybody thought, do you understand now the concept of the market never going down? I get it. There are stocks that actually go down. I know. I'm in every single one of them. And I get it. Rambus, yeah, it went down, but did it stay down? No. So using the concept of the market never going down, every stock is at least a buy on dip, and the Qs realistically never go down. But Kenny, they went down like 8 points the other day. Yeah. And how did it work out? By the end of the day, we were only down 2. And since that day, we've rallied 45 points on the Qs. So unless you're delusional, yeah, I get it. The quantum stocks are down. And here's what's fun about the market, right? I don't know, right now my watch list is 30, 60, 90, 120, 180, 220, 250. I got about 300 stocks on watch. I would say 80% of them are red right now. Does the market go down? No. 80% of the stocks that I'm watching, space rockets, robots, quantum, nuclear, the nuke and some of the rare earths are fighting back right now. You got mostly biotechs down, small caps down. Half all the ones from a couple of weeks ago, all the internet and the you get what I'm saying. Stocks go down, but the market doesn't. And that's what's so confounding to people. That's why when I say the market, I'm talking about the Qs. The Qs are the market to me. And why can't they go down, friends? Why? Because there's 100 of them. And when 97, 98, and 99 and 100, those last 4 are not performing well enough, they boot them out of the club. And they put better stocks in, like the Dow Jones, right? If you don't understand what I'm saying, right? The Dow Jones from, let's go 30 years ago. Dow Jones, let's go Dow Jones IA components 2000. 2000. Oh man. Whew. That smell like cocaine to you? Yeah. So November 8th, let's see, November 8th, November 7th, 2024, 2020. Let's go 2004. I don't even know what's in there anymore, to be honest with you. Hold on, let me see. I don't even know what's in the Dow Jones. I know Bethlehem Steel's not in there anymore. So 3M, I believe, is still part. Let me see. Dow components today. Dow. I know it's definitely not the same as it was 2 years ago because NVIDIA is in it now, which is insane that they put NVIDIA as part of the Dow. It's supposed to be industrial stocks. But anyway, all right. So Honeywell, Microsoft, NVIDIA. So 3M still in there. That's from 20 years ago. Alcoa. Did they give my mighty Alcoa the boot? Man, they kicked Alcoa out of the Dow 30. Alcoa's not in there. Altria, gone. right? American Express, American Express is still in there. AIG, gone. Boeing, Boeing's still in there, right? Boeing. Do we need to go through the whole list? You get the point. The market's a club, right? It's a VIP club, and you need VIP access to it. You got to get behind the velvet rope. And once you're part of the velvet rope stocks, then your stock doesn't go down anymore because it's required by every fund and institution on the planet to buy. It's part of the club. You get kicked out of the club, your stock ain't good anymore, right? So when I say the market never goes down, where are we today? Are we at all-time highs? So Gail, if you're out there, and Jimmy, right? So was I criminally negligent to remind you that the market never goes down, right? You understand that I'm not delusional, right? I understand. I've seen the market go down. There was a year not too recently, or not too, I don't know why I'm using double negatives here, recently, as early as 2001. The market went down for like 6 months, 3 weeks of COVID. It was crazy. We actually had a recession back in '07. Crazy times. I mean, they crashed the whole market. Remember that? And that was when, in '07, in '08, when we really crashed and capitalism was coming to an end. And that felt like it was going to last for years. How long did it last? Exactly. Not long. Because the government doesn't let the market stay down. The one chance, right? Sorry, too much blow today. The one time the market actually starts to go down, what happens? Oh, we can't have that. Circuit breakers. Oh, the stock's going down too fast. Quick, halt it. We got to make sure it doesn't go down that fast. Oh, wait, the market's going down too fast. Quick, call the Fed. Oh, wait, the market's going down. Call the government. They don't let it go down. Like we had the biggest chance of our lifetime to dismantle the banking system in '07. And what we do? We just taped it up, bailed everybody out. We got fucked as investors and taxpayers, and they got away with all the crime. They had a chance to burn the whole system down, and we blew it. Bank of America shouldn't exist. Merrill Lynch shouldn't exist. None of these banks should be around. JP Morgan should be around, but these people should have went to jail. Moody's should not be a company. S&P should not be a company. The rating agencies should have been absolutely dismantled, destroyed, and thrown in jail. They should all have been jailed real time and not like playing ping pong with your friend. Ass rape prison. Because if I was to steal money from people, I'd be going to ass rape prison. I'd be somebody's bitch within 3 minutes. But no, they got away with all these crimes. So it's bullshit. The whole market's bullshit, right? The whole market is utter bullshit. And when you understand that, you'll understand why it never goes down, because it's rigged. And internally, it's rigged as well. And that's why we trade the VWAP exclusively, because the VWAP is the language of the rigged market. And when you accept it, except for Gail and Jimmy, right? The market's rigged. The market's rigged to only go up. Most stocks still suck. That's the anomaly. And there's a trade that works every single time. That's earnings reversals and VWAP trading. And it's fantastic. And I'm a new man. I am by March, by November 1st, I will be free, completely free. And when I say free, free, like free from everything, not one stock. I will own nothing because I am not going into an earnings report. I got 2 companies that I own right now. No, 3. SRAD's reporting on the 5th. Clove is reporting on the 4th. I don't want any part of them. Selling them. I just got that VICR. We're up 5 points on it. Selling it. And let me talk to you in terms that maybe you can understand. I'm never going to short the Qs ever again. That's it. That's it. I had to eat another loss. I looked at my P&L from the last 3.5 years. If I had not shorted the Qs, I would have made probably $1 million. So I lost about $1 million shorting the Qs over the last 3 years. Just last month, I made about $4,500 on the month. End of that was the final P&L. You know what's also part of that? You want to know what's part of that? About $18,000 worth of losses on the Qs alone. So subtract the losses from what I do, I'd be doing a lot better, not just with my trading, with my life. Because all it is a frustrating, annoying, awful trade that doesn't work. All you do is lose. And it distracts you from the better trades that do work. All right? Well, I'm a new man and I feel a lot better. Sure. You know, accepting that I've lost $20 million shorting the market and I'm never going to make that money back. And again, I think that's where the addiction is. Understand? That's the addiction. You want, or I want, revenge on the product that fucked me up. But revenge will never be mine. And I got to deal with that. Just own it and move on and live the life my father leads, where I'm shorting Sophie. I called my father, hey, Dad, Sophie, you got some shares. This thing just did an earnings reversal. Maybe you should sell it. He's like, who is this? I mean, it's your son. I don't know any person that talks about selling stocks. I'm like, no, Dad, the stock just did an earnings reversal. It's the worst possible thing that could happen. Did they report earnings? It's all right. The stock's going to 50. I don't give a shit. And he hangs up on me. And since that moment, and again, I shorted Sophie. We made money. And look where the stock is now. High of the day. You know why? Because the market never goes down, you dumb fucker. Right? So every trade, even Rambus. Oh, man, you're getting that Rambus trade. Am I? We made that money back on the option play fourfold. Right? So if you came in and you said, holy shit, Kenny's getting his ass kicked on that Rambus. No, I wasn't. Because I know it's a losing trade. When I got into it, I said, all right, I'm going to take this Rambus long because I need to be involved in case it explodes to the upside. So I bought a 115 call for $8, and then I sold two 155s for $1. So if the stock was go to zero, I laid out 8, took in 2. What's the biggest amount of money I could lose? And it's amazing how this is actually a question on the Series 7. If you buy an option at 8 and you take in premium for 2, what's your max loss? And people don't know the answer to that question. It's amazing. 6 is the answer. 6. So I had 1 call spread on Rambus, laid out 8, took in 2, risking 6. Right now, that option's worth 3. So I'm officially down 300. We bought the stock. Well, some people bought it last night, you crazy bastards. I wish I was one of those crazy people buying it there at 90 with my buddy Solid. But if you woke up early enough, there it was at 91. Here it was at 94. And of course, where I bought it at 99 and 80 cents. And they ran it to 103 and change. And I wound up selling it collectively about 102.50. But there, 400 shares making 2.5 points is, I'll do the math for it, it's $800. So that trade right here, that took me a whopping 9 minutes because the market never goes down. You see? Oh, but the stock is down. Is it? This one trade made up that loss. That's trading. You could have losses. But you know what you don't lose money on? Earnings reversals. 9 more in a row today. Every single one of them worked, including Rambus, not once, not twice, but thrice. thrice times off the VWAP, new buy, thrice times, one stock. SoFi, two shorts and a long trade. Bam, bam. Shorted it. Faux show bro VWAP break. Faux show bro. How about that last faux show bro for good luck? So you can trade anything you want. But I'm telling you, if you don't have a trade that works every single time, try the one that works every single time. Because if it doesn't work every single time, I've got a trade that works better than your trade. All right. And that's all I'm doing. I will never put on another trade. I'm not going to own stocks, no more swing trading, no more call spreads, no more selling puts, no more selling calls, and certainly no more short strangles, because that don't work either. You know, I set up 100-point short strangle and I still wound up losing $8,000 on it. Because I said, all right, I'll sell some naked calls on the Qs up here. I'll sell some naked puts over here. As long as the Qs go sideways for 6 months, I'll make all this money. And what do? We fucking rip. And all the money I was collecting on the put side just got wiped out and then some by how much we just rallied to the call side. Those trades don't work. You know what works? 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversals on earnings reports. It's the only trade. It's the only trade that I've ever seen works every single time. And I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm never buying a stock to own. I'm never swing trading. I'm never going to own stocks, even though the market never goes down. I'm pretty content taking a trade that works every single time. That's my life. It's going to be my life. Let me teach you the ways and join the website, and we're all going to live happily ever after. And I'm sure the market will continue to go up forever as long as I don't join in. As long as it's my father that owns the Qs, and he keeps hanging up on me on when I tell him to sell something, this market will keep raging. And I hope you're all profiting from it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Let me say this one more time. I don't care. I don't care about V-Wave. I don't care about SRAD. I don't care about USAR. I certainly don't care about Clove. I definitely don't care about Open or Flowers or any of these stocks because I own nothing. I'm completely liquid. And tomorrow I could come in and choose whether or not I want to do anything at all, which I'm sure I will because these trades continue to work. Join us. Prices are going up. These next 3 to 5 years are going to be fantastic. And once we get this algo going, and then my crypto, we're going to make a stupid amount of money together, my friends. And I hope you're there to enjoy it. Stop being skeptical. Stop being a negative Nancy. And, rock and roll. I'll see you soon.